Sunlight. It's the lifeblood of our gardens, the fuel for our plants. Just like we need food to thrive, plants rely on sunlight to power their growth. It's the magical ingredient that transforms a tiny seed into a flourishing plant. Without it, our green companion simply wouldn't exist. Think of sunlight as a plant's daily meal. It's not just about keeping them warm, it's about providing the energy they need to photosynthesize. This incredible process allows plants to convert light energy into chemical energy, which they use to grow, flower, and produce the food we eat. Imagine a sunflower reaching for the sky, its face bathed in the golden glow of the morning sun. This isn't just a pretty picture, it's a matter of survival. The sunflower is strategically positioning itself to capture as much sunlight as possible, maximizing its energy production for the day. So, the next time you step outside and feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, remember that your plants are feeling it too. They're soaking up those rays, converting them into life-sustaining energy, and thanking you silently for giving them a sunny spot to thrive. At the heart of this process is chlorophyll, the green pigment in plants that captures light energy. Chlorophyll absorbs sunlight and uses its energy to synthesize carbohydrates from carbon dioxide and water. This process not only fuels the plant's growth, but also produces oxygen as a byproduct, which is essential for life on Earth. In fact, the oxygen we breathe is largely produced by plants through photosynthesis. Different plants have varying sunlight needs. Some thrive in full sun, while others prefer partial shade. Understanding these needs is crucial for a healthy garden. When planning your garden, consider the sunlight requirements of each plant to ensure they get the right amount of light. This thoughtful arrangement can make a significant difference in the health and vitality of your garden. Observe how sunlight moves across your garden throughout the day. Morning light is often softer and less intense, while afternoon light can be stronger and more direct. Some plants may benefit from the gentle morning rays, while others thrive in the robust afternoon sun. By understanding and catering to these preferences, you can create a garden that is not only beautiful, but also sustainable and thriving. So, as you care for your garden, remember the vital role of sunlight. It's more than just a source of light, it's a source of life. Embrace the sun and let it be your garden's best friend. Just as we have our preferences for certain types of music, each plant has its own unique needs when it comes to sunlight. Just like how some of us might enjoy the upbeat tempo of pop music, while others might prefer the soothing melodies of classical tunes, plants too have their own specific requirements for light. Some plants are sunbathers, basking in hours of direct sunlight, thriving under the bright, unfiltered rays of the sun. These sun-loving plants are like those who enjoy the energetic beats of a summer anthem, soaking up every bit of light they can get. On the other hand, there are plants that prefer the dappled shade of a woodland floor. Much like someone who enjoys the gentle strumming of an acoustic guitar in a cozy shaded nook, it's all about understanding their individual preferences and providing the right environment for them to flourish. Think of a cactus standing tall and proud in the scorching desert sun. This hardy plant has evolved to thrive in intense light conditions, storing water in its thick stems to survive long periods of drought. The cactus is like a rock star, enduring the harsh spotlight and still managing to perform brilliantly. Now picture a delicate fern, unfurling its fronds in the cool shade of a forest canopy. This moisture-loving plant would shrivel under the harsh glare of the desert sun, much like how a classical music lover might feel overwhelmed at a heavy metal concert. Understanding these different light requirements is crucial for successful gardening. Placing a shade-loving fern in direct sunlight is like playing heavy metal music to someone who prefers classical. It's just not going to end well. The fern will wilt and suffer, unable to cope with the intense light, just as a person might cover their ears to block out music they find too loud or jarring. So how do you know which plants need what? It's all about doing a little research and getting to know your plants. Check plant labels, consult gardening books, or ask your local nursery for advice. Each plant has its own story and its own set of needs, much like how each person has their own taste in music. When you take the time to understand what each plant requires, you're setting yourself up for a thriving garden. It's like curating the perfect playlist. You need to know what works best for each situation. Some plants might need full sun for at least 6 hours a day, while others might only need a few hours of morning sun and then prefer the rest of the day in shade. Don't hesitate to ask for help. your local nursery can be a treasure trove of information. The staff there can provide insights into which plants are best suited for your garden's specific conditions. They can recommend plants that will thrive in your particular climate and light conditions, ensuring that your garden is not only beautiful, but also healthy. Your plants will thank you for it. When you give them the right amount of light, they will reward you with lush growth, vibrant colors, and even flowers. A well-tended garden is a symphony of life, each plant playing its part in harmony with the others. So, take the time to learn about your plant's light needs, and you'll create a garden that sings with beauty and vitality. Sunlight isn't just a single entity. It's a fascinating spectrum of different wavelengths, each with its own unique effect on plant growth. When we think about sunlight, we often imagine it as a uniform, white light. However, this white light is actually a combination of various colors, each representing a different wavelength of light. These wavelengths interact with plants in unique ways, influencing their growth, development, and overall health. While we see sunlight as white light, it's actually composed of a rainbow of colors, from red to violet. This phenomenon can be observed when sunlight passes through water droplets, creating a beautiful rainbow. Each color in this spectrum has a specific wavelength, and these wavelengths play a crucial role in the life cycle of plants. Think of a prism splitting a beam of sunlight into its constituent colors. This simple experiment reveals the hidden complexity of sunlight. By breaking down the light, we can see the individual colors that make up the spectrum, each with its own unique properties and effects on plant life. Each color represents a different wavelength of light, and plants have evolved to utilize these wavelengths in specific ways. For example, chlorophyll, the pigment responsible for photosynthesis, absorbs light most efficiently in the blue and red parts of the spectrum. This means that blue and red light are particularly important for plant growth and development. For instance, red light is crucial for stem elongation and flowering, while blue light promotes leafy growth and root development. Red light helps plants to grow taller and produce flowers, making it essential for flowering plants. On the other hand, blue light encourages the growth of leaves and roots, which is vital for the overall health and stability of the plant. Understanding the role of different wavelengths can help you fine-tune your plant care. By adjusting the light spectrum, you can create the ideal environment for your plants to thrive. This knowledge is particularly useful for indoor gardening, where natural sunlight is limited, and artificial lighting can be tailored to meet the specific needs of your plants. For example, if you're growing leafy greens indoors, you might consider supplementing with blue light to encourage bushier growth. Blue light is known to enhance the production of chlorophyll, leading to healthier and more robust leaves. This can result in a more bountiful harvest of leafy greens, such as lettuce, spinach, and kale. Similarly, providing ample red light can help your flowering plants produce more blooms. Red light stimulates the production of phytochromes, which are pigments that regulate flowering and other developmental processes. By increasing the amount of red light, you can encourage your plants to produce more flowers, leading to a more vibrant and colorful garden. It's like providing your plants with a balanced diet of light, ensuring they receive the right wavelengths for optimal growth and development. Just as a balanced diet is essential for human health, a balanced spectrum of light is crucial for plant health. By understanding the specific needs of your plants and adjusting the light spectrum accordingly, you can create an environment where your plants can thrive. By understanding the nuances of the sunlight spectrum, you can become a true light connoisseur for your plants. This knowledge allows you to tailor the light environment to meet the specific needs of your plants, leading to healthier, more vibrant growth. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just starting out, understanding the sunlight spectrum can help you achieve better results and enjoy a more successful gardening experience. Just as too much sun can scorch our skin, inadequate sunlight can have detrimental effects on our plants. Depriving plants of their much-needed light is like putting them on a starvation diet. They might survive, but they won't thrive. Imagine a once vibrant houseplant, its leaves now pale and drooping, its growth stunted and weak. This is a classic sign of insufficient light. Without enough energy to photosynthesize, the plant struggles to produce the nutrients it needs, leading to a decline in health and vigor. But the problems don't stop there. Inadequate light can also make plants more susceptible to pests and diseases. Just like a weakened immune system makes us more prone to illness, a light-deprived plant is an easy target for opportunistic insects and pathogens. So if you notice your plants looking a little worse for wear, don't ignore the possibility of a light deficiency. Assess their environment, consider their specific light requirements, and make adjustments as needed. Your plants will reward you with renewed health and vitality.